Well, welcome everyone to the 2025 Roseville Rose Parade live on NineNorth. I'm Shannon Thomaser from Visit Roseville, and I'm joined by Kathy Ramundt of Do Good Roseville.
So good to be back together with you this
We
year,
are
Shannon.
back. It's our second year.
Yep.
Okay. Well, this is wonderful. I'm so glad that we're here. It's a wonderful, beautiful evening.
We're so lucky once again.
Yes, definitely. And you know, after that weekend and the weather, you know, you always have to talk about the weather in Minnesota.
Of course.
But after last weekend, where it was so hot, this is a breath of fresh air. There's a breeze.
It couldn't be better, and great for the bands that are going to be marching in uniforms tonight.
Yes, yes, we don't have to worry about anyone going down. Just keep drinking your water. We need to be doing that.
Exactly right. Don't get overconfident with
That's
the weather.
Right.
So.
Good. Well, this year the parade has two grand marshals who both grew up in Roseville and are both in athletics. So let's meet them now. The first is Robert Muchera, a two-time Minnesota cross-country state champion from Roseville Area High School, followed by the new Minnesota Gopher men's basketball coach, Nico Medved.
It's probably 11 or 12. Our elementary school does a little half-mile like cross-country race around the school. And so in gym class, we would practice for that. And I kind of found out that I liked running and that I was good at it. So then I enjoyed doing that with the school, and then I started running on my own. Won state 4 times. I won junior year and senior year in cross country, and then junior year I also won the 1600 and 3200. And then I was also the regional champion between 8 different states my junior year. I got 3rd my senior year, and then I was 10th at NXN, which is like the national meet for cross country my senior year. Needed to get some work in the summer, and heard about Parks and Rec and the different things they had, and you know, I was a runner. I did track. I thought I had a little bit of expertise, and so I wanted to just help out some kids, learn about track, see if maybe they would be interested and do it in high school and have a good fun career with it. You know, at Parks and Rec we would throw games in there and stuff to just keep it fun and keep them running around and being active, fun, so maybe when they're older, they can take it a little bit more seriously. On the topic of like the Rose Parade, when I was younger I would always go to the Rose Parade with my family and family friends and stuff, and so that was always a good memory, and just being out in the parks and hanging out with friends from school and stuff. I went to this parade when I was younger and kind of sat on the side and enjoyed it as a little kid, and so now it's kind of cool to have come full circle, and I've grown up, and now I'm in the parade.
Roseville was really an amazing place, and I think the values that I share today with my children or with my players or whatever, it really all started there from the values that my parents gave us, me and my brothers, and just everything that we learned growing up in that place. And I wish it's something that everybody could experience. We would spend a lot of time at Central Park, whether it was riding our bikes, we would go fishing there in Bennett Lake all the time, playing in the neighborhood, going to the state fair. We lived close to the state fair, so we were at the state fair all the time. I worked at the state fair in different jobs. So, I mean, all those things were awesome. Going to play, when I was even younger, going to play hockey, going to the lakes, you name it. Again, I just think it kind of had the best of everything. One of the places we used to go to Brimhall Elementary School, and they had this outdoor playground with 8-foot hoop on it, so we could all dunk, right? So that really kind of gave us we could play, we could all dunk, and everybody wanted to be Michael Jordan back then, like I did, and that's really kind of what started my love of basketball, is playing in Brimhall, playing in the driveway, and then eventually obviously picking it up, and obviously it's become my life now. It just had such a great mix of family values, activities, parks, lakes, all those things, and just kind of as our my life grew and our family's life grew, it's just really cool to be a part of a community like that. And it really was like utopia, and blue collar, very family oriented, and it's a great place to have been from. Because I remember going to this parade. My nieces and nephews still go, my parents will go or whatever. So I just think it's important to remember where you came from and to celebrate that. And that's kind of what we're doing here. And so, again, none of this has really hit, for me, like full circle, but I think it's important to do those things, and I'm looking forward to it.
Wow, isn't it awesome that they're both from Roseville and have such great things to say? It just makes my heart warm hearing them talk about our town.
Yes. Well, and the fact that they're talking about locations that we've all been to.
Right.
And they have the memories, and everyone here at the parade, they're making memories with their families in our city, too.
Right. And I'm wondering who here along the route may be a Grand Marshal in the future.
Right.
Yeah, so.
We'll have to watch. It could be anybody out here.
Who looks like a good candidate. Like, I wonder if.
We'll have to watch. Maybe do some interviewing.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Well, and I'm looking forward to watching some of the U of M basketball games coming up.
Yep.
And he's just a likable individual. And then our young gentleman who runs. I'm not a runner, but man, aren't you just impressed by everything that he's done?
And I love that fact that he wants to help other kids become runners and share
Isn't that
joy
great?
of that. Those are the type of people I'm really impressed with.
Absolutely.
So we know why they're both Grand Marshals. They both deserve it very much so.
For sure.
Yeah. So. Well, as we start moving into this, as we're waiting a little bit for the parade to start, we'll start talking about the parade route.
Absolutely.
And we've got the route. It's the same route that we've had every year. It basically starts at the high school and goes to City Hall, down to the Oval. So it's just about a mile in total. We're centered right outside Central Park, so a little over halfway through.
Yeah.
And don't we have the best spot in house?
It's the best spot.
Because all the judging of all the bands happens right in front of us, so we get to see it in full view.
Yes, they set up. We get the anticipation as everybody's starting to listen, and then they start performing. And it's not just the music, it's the choreography, it's the costumes. We do have the best spot in the house.
We do. We're pretty darn lucky about that one. And I know this year, it's been a challenge this year because the high school is having some work done, I think, on their roof. So where they set up and get started out was a little condensed this year. So I'm sure they made it work. Our Parks and Rec department is amazing at pulling off events. So.
Definitely. Well, and they've had many years of experience. So they probably know how to pivot when it's needed.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like give them something to try. Like you get too comfortable, so try a little.
Throw a little challenge.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yes.
So perfect for them.
Well, great. We will just mention again, as a reminder, we are live tonight on NineNorth cable channels 15 and 859, along with streaming online at ninenorth.org. You will also be able to view the parade on demand starting this week on the NineNorth website. And also look for a number of cable TV reruns on channels 15 and 859 in the 9 city coverage area. So if you don't get enough tonight and you want to watch again, we'll have multiple opportunities to do that.
It's my chance to go back and look at how you did.
And you too.
And go, how did Shannon do?
That's right. And then we get to banter more because we'll call or text each other.
What did we do? Always makes it fun. So,
it does.
So, I mean, it's good. It's, as we said, good to be back together with you again this year after doing this last year. So I think we've got it.
Well, and it was interesting because you and I have talked a little bit, last year, but we really hadn't spent that much time together except for at the parade, and everyone thought we were friends.
Yeah, like, how long have you known Shannon?
Yeah.
I just met her that night.
That's right.
So now I do count you as a friend.
Well, yes, me too.
Exactly right.
We've been very lucky.
Yeah, exactly.
The parade brought us together.
Yeah. As we're very lucky with this parade, a little bit different this year is we're at the very start of Rosefest. So tonight, the parade is the first kickoff event, and then we've got a whole week full of events coming up from now on. Do you have any when you're looking at them, anyone that you're looking for?
Well, I was looking earlier, and for myself, I have some favorites, but I was already texting people that are not from the Roseville area to check things out. So one of my favorites, I did notice with the Touch a Truck, which is tomorrow on Tuesday, from 5 to 5:30, they will have a period of time that's available for kids that have sensory issues. So they won't be playing sirens or honking horns, and I thought that was really, really great.
What a great way to include everybody.
Absolutely.
That's
So, and I miss that. My kids are big now and can drive their own trucks if they wanted to.
So you're not going to be there for Touch a Truck?
Well, I might just show up anyway. How about you? What are some of your favorites?
Well, Taste of Rosefest always, because Taste of Rosefest, where you get to sample food from all these local restaurants, and also the wine and the beer. I have been known to test that.
Absolutely.
As well,
and
so.
it's nice because it's a touch,
Yeah.
right? You get a little bite, you get to experience it, and then you make your schedule of when you're going to go to the restaurant.
Yeah,
That's what I always do.
Yep. Oh,
you want to go back.
I was amazed at the food that was there, like some really great food. So.
Well, and they have some wonderful new vendors this year. So if you are interested, if you go to Taste of Rosefest, they do have a listing along with being able to buy tickets, which is nice.
And it's cheaper if you buy them in advance
It
than
is.
at the door. So
It
you
is.
could sign up for that.
Well, very good. We are just about to start the parade. We probably have maybe about 30 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, now we have to watch for our favorites.
Okay. Can
And
we
what
say
did we
which
say?
our favorites are?
Well, we were talking earlier that it's like picking a child. You can't do it. It's really hard.
It's like when they're right in front of you. That's my favorite.
That's right.
So
Exactly. Well, good. We're going to start out with the Roseville Police Escort, which will officially start the parade. And you could probably hear the cheering starting right now. And along with the police escort, we do have the Roseville Area Color Guard. Roseville American Legion and Roseville VFW combine color guards serving veterans and the community for over 50 years. Riding along with them is Arden Hansen, who started the color guard in the mid-1960s. Thank you for your service, Arden. And we can mention also at this time that the Roseville VFW is a parade in-kind sponsor.
Right. Awesome. So helping out in multiple ways. Great to have them starting out the parade like this.
It is.
Next up,
And as you can see,
do you know that the American Legion started in 1919?
that's amazing.
Yeah.
And it is the nation's largest wartime veterans service organization.
And then we've got the Veterans of Foreign Wars. That's actually older. That was founded in 1899, and it's the oldest major war veterans organization in the United States. So they've got a lot of history here. So thank them all for their service.
Absolutely.
Great cars too.
Yes. And, you know, they've got the tops down, which I'm sure these gentlemen are completely enjoying.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly.
And you can see on the sponsors banner, we have Thank You Rose Parade sponsors with a list of some of those individual companies and businesses.
Next up, now we've got the Roseville Police Department. The Roseville Police Department is committed to community-oriented policing. They strive to establish connections with all community members and rely on positive relationships to solve problems in Roseville. Community partnerships are vital in keeping Roseville a safe community. Participating in today's parade, we see police vehicles, staff, and volunteers. Thank you for your service to our community.
And as they're getting closer, we see the candies coming out.
Oh.
Can't have a parade without the candy. And I'm trying to see inside if Chief Erica Scheiders,
Yeah,
do you see her yet?
Maybe she'll be coming along, maybe.
Yeah.
I usually see her walking along, so. Well, now we've got the fire department. So we've got the Roseville Fire Department has been providing service to the community for over 75 years. Beginning in 1944 with only a few volunteers and limited pieces of equipment, they now have a full-time fire chief, assistant chief, 3 battalion chiefs, 24 full-time firefighters, 12 part-time firefighters, and administrative coordinator responding to almost 7,000 emergency calls each year.
That's amazing.
That is an amazing number of calls.
We thank them for their service.
So, yeah, exactly.
Well, and the nice part is you dial and you get someone quickly.
Oh, we've got lots of fire stuff coming up, fire trucks and everything coming. And they're pulling out big bags of candy here, I see. So they're guaranteed to be very popular.
It looks like their water rescue boat is going by.
Okay, yeah.
It always brings excitement. We can see all the kids are out, and they're just so excited to see.
There's Ashes, the fire dog.
There.
She's beautiful.
She's getting big. She was just a puppy last year, right?
Yeah.
I always wonder how long it takes once they've been out on a call to clean the vehicles and get them ready for the next call.
I don't know.
We might have to do some kind of a field trip and go watch.
Yeah, it should be. It'd be interesting to see. And they do so much more. I mean, like of their calls, it's not 7,000 fires. A lot of it is so much of it is medical emergencies, and they've got advanced paramedic services here, so they can actually do more than most paramedics can do. So it's a really important feature.
Very nice. Well, and then also when the communities have special events, they're out and about, they're greeting the people, they're talking to them. And, you know, when you see these trucks, it's really great, but sometimes to a little kid, it's kind of scary to hear that and see the sirens. And they do a really great job of explaining what their job is and how they communicate and work with the community.
Yep. And following right behind, we've got our, coming up on the Grand Marshals. So here comes our first Grand Marshal. Here comes Roseville resident Robert Matura. Robert, we saw in the video, Robert is a senior student athlete at Roseville Area High School. He's an elite cross-country runner and a two-time winner of the Cross Country Boys Runner of the Year, both in 2023 and 2024, as well as a 2024-2025 Gatorade Minnesota Boys Cross Country Player of the Year. His senior year was very successful, winning 6 cross-country races and capturing the state title for the second year in a row in the Class AAA State Championship. Robert is also active in the community where he volunteers locally on behalf of Special Olympics and has served as a track coach for the Roseville Parks and Rec Department. He's also donated his time to multiple community service initiatives in association with the National Honor Society. Robert Mature will run next season for the North Carolina Tar Heels, having not lost a Minnesota high school race in more than 2 years. Good luck, Robert. Your future looks really, really bright.
For sure. Well,
here he comes.
And we were talking, it's so exciting to have a young person as a Grand Marshal.
Yeah.
And I wonder, do you think he has any idea how many miles he's put on?
Oh.
How many pairs of shoes he's gone through?
Yeah, exactly. All of that.
Yeah. Well,
and he's setting a standard for other students. He's showing that, you know, for people watching, a young person can do enough and contribute enough to be a Grand Marshal in the parade. So I think that's pretty amazing.
Very cool. And you had mentioned earlier how he helps in the community.
Yeah.
And no matter your age, you can always work with different students and kids of all age, and they look up to these individuals.
Right.
They see them in that person.
And you can absolutely have an impact on that. And and as we go through tonight, there's going to be lots of opportunities to talk about different groups you can volunteer with. So
yes,
we'll have to call those things out.
For sure. Well, we've got our second Grand Marshal, who's Nico Medved, the new men's head basketball coach for the University of Minnesota. His ties run deep to Minnesota, growing up in Roseville, where he graduated from Roseville High School in 1992, and then attended the University of Minnesota, earning both a bachelor's and master's degree. His head coaching career includes 12 years leading Furman University, Drake University, and most recently Colorado State. It was his strong ties to Minnesota and Roseville that made him an ideal choice for the head coaching job at the University of Minnesota. Good luck to Coach Medved and the Gophers with the upcoming season, and ski you ma.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm sure you can all hear there's a lot of cheering starting, and they're already playing basketball in the street.
Yeah.
Which today you can do. There's no traffic.
Right.
Well, and are you a basketball fan?
They've got the basketball, the hoops right here.
Yeah, yep.
Shannon, go quick. I'll cover for you.
Okay, I'll see if Goldie Gopher will play with me.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a fun thing.
They're getting excited. There go the T-shirts.
Okay, next up we've got the Roseville City Council. Wait for a minute till we see them on screen.
And there's Goldie playing with everyone.
Yeah.
Goldie always has so much energy.
Yeah.
I think these kids do too.
Oh, it's fun for everyone.
Oh, she almost had it.
Okay, we've got the Roseville City Council here. We've got Mayor Dan Rowe, first served on the City Council starting in 2007 and has been mayor since 2011. Our newest council member, we can see on screen, is Matt Bauer, and he's served on the council since 2020, his first year, 2025. Council member Wayne Groff, who's not with that sign. That is not Wayne. That is actually that's actually Robin. But Wayne Groff has served since 2019. Councilmember Julie Strawn has served since 2011. Councilmember Robin Schroeder has served since 2023. So it's great to see them all there.
For sure. And they're elected at large and serve over a 4-year lapping period, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now we've got the...
We've got a few of their helpers. Oh, and the commissioners, here we go. The City of Roseville offers 7 citizen advisory commissions that review specific areas of interest and serve as advisors to our city council and staff. The 7 commissions...
Next, we're moving along quickly here tonight.
I guess so. All right.
Here we've got the Roseville Community Band has established itself as one of the top community bands in the upper Midwest. The purpose of the band is to provide an opportunity for the adult musician to play for personal satisfaction and provide a service for the community. The band plays marches, showpieces, classical musical literature from Gustav Holst to John Philip Sousa and Percy Granger through modern converses such as John Williams.
And the community band has been playing for more than 60 years. And your next chance to hear them will be at Central Park this Saturday, which is June 28th at 6:30, right here at Central Park as part of Rosefest Party in the Park.
And if it looks good to you, they're always taking new members. It's a no audition group. All you need to do is show up at a rehearsal.
They do a great job.
Yeah.
Very nice. And now we've got the Roseville area schools that serve all or portions of 7 communities, including Roseville, Arden Hills, Falcon Heights, Little Canada, Lauderdale, Maplewood, and Shoreview. Our staff support more than 7,300 students in our early childhood programs, 7 elementary schools, 1 K-8 school, 1 middle school, and 2 high schools. We also provide high-quality classes and services to residents because learning opportunities should be available to everyone. And we're so proud that they're part of the Roseville community.
Oh, look at their bus, their school bus.
Oh, very nice. That one's really great on gas.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, they're bringing the fun here.
Looks like they're throwing out beach balls.
And actually, new this year is there's a unit parade contest. So they have a chance to win awards for this based on, in some of these, audience response, creativity, visual appeal. So the ones that are doing fun, they have a better chance, I think, at this unit parade contest.
Well, and being that this is new, people will be watching and trying to determine what they'll be doing for next year. They're
exactly.
going to learn.
The basketball thing will be hard to top.
For sure. And it looks like right now we've got Schmitty and Sons, the bus organization. They are hiring, so if you're interested, make sure that you look up Schmitty and Sons or text BUS to 33777.
They must be the bus drivers for Roseville schools.
Possibly. Well, and there's a bus coming right now.
Again, for Schmitty and Sons. So they really need bus drivers, it looks like.
You know what? It is a job that, from the people that I know that are doing this, they love it.
Oh,
they
great.
love the students. They love the stories that they hear. The kids are really well behaved on the bus. It's really fun to talk to them, and they also get to build this camaraderie with students, and it's an opportunity for them to be able to show, as an adult, some of the fun things you can do.
Oh, yeah. Well, That's great to hear. I didn't know that so much about bus drivers, so thanks for sharing that.
Yes, we have a relative, and his stories are fantastic. It's always fun to hear what he has to say. Well, and you find Schmitty and Sons not only for the bus service, but they have other buses available. So if you need transportation for a wedding, or if you're going to be doing a city tour, they have some options available for that. And again, as we mentioned, if you're interested, just text BUS to 33777.
Nice. Well, here we've got now the we're coming up to Rosetown Playhouse. The Rosetown Playhouse is presenting their summer musical, Mary Poppins. They've produced 25 years of community theater, strengthening the community through inclusive, playful, and intergenerational community theater. Over those 25 years, Rosetown Playhouse has produced productions that include people 8 to 80 years old. The Rosetown Playhouse understands the power of theater, arts, and culture in building community among our participants and providing a means for learning and creative expression. Learn more at rosetownplayhouse.org.
And they're all having a great time. They're singing, they're dancing.
Yeah.
Next, we have the City of Roseville Parks and Recreation Department offering a variety of programs, events, leagues, amenities, and rentals year-round. They maintain 33 parks and 70 miles of trails and walkways, so there's something for everybody. Representing Roseville Parks and Rec today is our summer staff who help make summer fun throughout the many sports and activities. And not only do we have our staff, but we're thrilled to introduce the brand new Puppet Wagon. With heartfelt thanks to the Friends of Roseville Parks for generous financial support to make this a reality in 2025. New features include an interactive covering, I Spy Anyone, and a fun horn, updated audio features for shows.
Oh, just going back to it.
With new shows each week and offerings during the day and in the evening, we hope you get out and have a chance to see them. There's a little puppet right now.
Yeah. And right behind them, we saw they flashed by was the Friends of Roseville Parks. They're a nonprofit volunteer organization that raises money through various events to help updating and beautification of Roseville parks.
And they're always looking for volunteers. They're fabulous. So if you're interested in the parks, please come and join that group. We have Ramsey County Historical Society offering unique hands-on programs at the Gibbs Farm Historic Site. Costume interpreters provide a glimpse into 19th century pioneer and Dakota life. Local history comes alive through stories, crafts, gardening, animal husbandry, and more. Gibbs Family Farm is currently open to the public on Fridays from 12 p.m. noon to 3 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. They also offer 8 days of camps for ages 5 to 14, and you can learn more online at www.rchs.com.
We just had on the screen, we had Troy's Corner Auto Care. They're located at the corner of Hamlin and County Road B, and it's been family owned and operated since 1954. They offer full-service gas and car repairs along with a special 91 non-oxy gas for classic cars, small engines, lawnmowers, snow blowers, ATVs, and boats. Troy's is famously known for their changing decor and decorations throughout the seasons. Have you driven by there? They do such amazing things there.
I love it. With all the seasons and the holidays, you have to stop at the light and make a chance to look. You got to check that out.
They give away Easter eggs. At Halloween, they've had Pick a Pumpkin, and in December they had Letters to Santa. So they're really, really involved in the community. So it's really fun to have them part of the parade.
And they're well connected with the holiday big people, the Easter Bunny, the Santa. Well, and there's one of the auto care vehicles. If you do end up going there, driving by and you stop at the lights, you will definitely see them. Now we have the Ramsey County Emergency Management Works who work with the local municipalities, neighboring counties in the metro region, private and nonprofit organizations, and state and federal partners to better prepare for and respond and recover from incidents ranging from tornadoes to terrorism. In addition to coordinating and supporting partner agencies, Ramsey County Emergency Management is committed to the preparedness of our whole community. This includes working with community groups and leaders, businesses, and individuals across the diversity of Ramsey County to enhance our combined disaster resiliency from the ground up. These are the people that you want around.
Yep, exactly.
They're always working on...
You want to know they're there, but you don't want to have to use them.
That's right. Exactly.
You want to know that they're there. Well, now comes the exciting stuff. We're starting with our marching bands. There are 9 marching bands here tonight. They're being judged in 3 different classes. As we mentioned, right in front of us is where the band judging happens. You see here all the kids with their handy bags right there. They're going to be full by the end of the night for sure.
For sure.
And our first band is going to be the Lake City Marching Band. And the first 3 marching bands that we're going to see are all being judged as Class A. So the first 3 we'll see are judged together as a group.
And it's interesting because there's Class A, Double A, and Triple A, and it all is based on the size of the band. There's prizes, which is fantastic. Here we go. We've got Lake City High School.
Here we've got the Lake City Tiger Marching Band is proud to present their 2025 summer show entitled Golden Hour, featuring Treasure by Bruno Mars, Golden Hour by JVKE, and Can't Hold Us by Macklemore. This energetic and expressive production celebrates living in the moment, shining in life's brightest hours. The Tiger Band proudly represents Lincoln High School, composed of students in grades 7 through 12, and performs in parades and competitions across Minnesota throughout the summer. They are known for their spirited performances, dedication to excellence, strong sense of community, and school pride. In 2025, the Tiger Band is led by director Eric Stashek, color guard instructor Chelsea Yoder, percussion instructor Jonah Seward, and drum major Sophia Hubert. There are 60 members of this band, and they're being judged against the KMS, the Kirkhoven, Murdoch, Sunburg High Schools, and Alexandria. So let's get them started.
Sit back and relax. Enjoy.
Marching Band, first of the Class A bands, judged tonight.
And the judges are right to our right, and they come from the Tri-State Judging Association, which is owned by Barry and Kim Peterson. And typically, judges are band directors, music arrangers, or instructors in marching arts.
And all our judges are in a judging area, so they sometimes can get a little bit closer, but they're in the judging area. And they're being judged not only on the music, but also visual, general effects, a head judge, a timing, a tabulator, and tech. So there's many categories, more than just the music.
It's a lot of coordination. And we should point out, it's the band, it's the directors, it's the students, but there's a lot of family that volunteer their time.
Yep.
And as you can see, they've got their truck and their gear that's behind them, and those individuals make sure that the students are feeling well, that they have water, that their equipment is taken care of.
Yep. It's a big job. It is, as you say, it is a family job.
For sure.
And they're coming all the way from Lake City. So you can see here, next up you'll see the big van, the trailer that it takes to transport all of them.
And Lake City's a beautiful area. Now we have the Roseville area scout troops who provide youth the opportunity to engage in community service, develop interests, learn outdoor skills, while also developing lifelong friendships. And they've been doing this for more than 70 years. And they're excited to be presenting a collection of historic U.S. flags during the parade today. And I don't see flags, but I see popcorn.
Okay.
Well, in their popcorn,
they may have changed it up.
They may have changed up, but you know what? If you haven't bought the popcorn before, keep it in mind when your local Boy Scout or Scout comes by and is selling it. It's always great.
Well, next up we've got the Bilingual Child Care and Education Center, located just north of 36 off Lexington and County Road B. It's the Twin Cities' premier Spanish immersion early learning center, where children thrive and parents connect. This year, the center celebrates 15 years of excellence in Spanish immersion early learning, partnering with families to raise confident, kind, smart, bilingual kids. Experience the difference at bilingualchildcare.com.
And that's the best time for them to learn a language, a second language.
Right, when they're young
and it's easy.
Yeah.
They don't need an app. They just converse with their teachers and pick it up quite easily.
Some of my nieces and nephews are bilingual, and it's just amazing to hear them switch back and forth. I'm like, you have to speak English with Kathy, and they just switch back and forth between Spanish and English like it's nobody's business.
It's easy for them.
Yeah.
That's great. And it looks like they're also enrolling, so if you're interested, their website's on the side of the vehicle, which is bilingualchildcare.com.
Here we've got the Dixieland Pickup Band playing red hot jazz from the back of their 1930 Model AA Ford truck. This fun group is happy to be back in Roseville again this year. They've toured all the way to the Ford Museum in Michigan and back to the 50s at the Minnesota State Fairgrounds, featuring Hall of Fame banjoist Debbie Schreier. After the parade tonight, the Dixieland Pickup Band will be playing a concert at the Oval for the high school band award ceremony. So smile along and clap your hands for the Dixieland Pickup Band.
And following them, we have Goodmanson Construction. It's a family-owned and operated company since 1991. Whether you are contemplating your first major project or undergoing a vast number of projects, they can provide a solution to many unique concrete and asphalt projects. Customers receive fully customized step-by-step explanations of the projects from start to finish with the help of Goodmanson's highly skilled team of estimators, project managers, and craftsmen.
Look at that equipment.
Have you ever been inside one of those?
I haven't. Have you?
Oh, it's fun.
Is it?
I did get to go in there. They didn't let me drive it. I just had to sit and pretend.
Okay, I can see why you didn't allow you to drive it.
Yeah. Probably safer that way.
Okay. Next up, we've got the Alexandria Marching Band. So this is Marching Band number 2. It's our second band in the Class A in the competition. The Alexandria Marching Band has been a competitive marching unit since the early 1980s. The band marches extensively in the state of Minnesota during June and July and takes a major trip every other year. This year's show is entitled Thunderstruck and features the music of AC/DC and Jim Casella. The 2025 staff: Nick Mason, head director; Ingrid Welna, assistant director; Derek Zemer, percussion; Sarah Spiker, color guard director; Evan Hubner, honor guard director. So you can see that gives you an example of how many staff it takes to be doing this.
Absolutely.
Staff, I mean, if they're volunteers too, but how many people it takes to pull this off.
And this is also, you had mentioned it's Class A with 40 members. It's the smallest appearing band, and they are judged against Kirkhoven, Murdoch, Sunburg High Schools, and Lake City. And Lake City we just saw a moment ago. And Alexandria is just northwest of us, 136 miles.
Yeah. So again, we start talking about the judging of the bands. There will be special mentions for the drum major, the color guard, drum line, and winds.
And this is kind of interesting. The color guard is also called flag corps, and they're teams of performers who perform choreographed dances and routines to enhance the showmanship of the band. And some are very intricate routines. They're interweaved with the band performance. And you'll notice sometimes that there's guns also being twirled, and they're replicas. They began as military color guards. However, their rifles are either wooden or plastic and very lightweight. So that's how they can throw them so high in the air and catch them.
Right, and it's tradition to have them as tradition.
Yes. I might have mentioned it last year. I wanted to do that so bad.
Did you?
Oh my gosh, when I was growing up, I wanted to be in the band just to do that.
I was in the dance line. I performed in parades. I was in high school.
Very nice.
Yeah. Not the color guard, not the stuff, but we did the marching stuff.
Yeah.
Pom-poms. They don't have pom-pom girls anymore, I've noticed.
No, not as much.
Yeah, I was a pom-pom girl in my past.
I love it.
So we're just waiting then for the Alexandria Marching Band to get going.
And as they come down the line, you can see we've got a wonderful crowd tonight. It's beautiful again, as we mentioned. sometimes when the students are not in their outfits, they have on T-shirts that have a listing of the performances they're going to.
And you can see in the crowd the family members too. So you can see, I recognize some of the names of the herd over there is one of the bands I know, and
Yeah.
got people sitting right behind us that are in other parts, other bands.
And as you're watching, once in a while you'll see people in red polo shirts. They're part of the judging.
Oh.
So they're out there with their microphone and they're watching to see the steps, the songs being played, the lines, the flags.
I'll keep in time, right? So.
Yes.
Do you know what the prizes are? I do.
What are they?
First place is $800, second place is $500, and third place is $300. And the overall grand champion receives an additional $100 plus a plaque.
Very nice.
So,
And you know, money's always great, but the plaque's even better.
yeah. So again, that was our second in the Class A band. Lake City and now Alexandria. I was happy to learn that this year, so I knew which bands were being judged against which ones.
Yes.
'Cause all the Class A ones come first, then the Class AA, then the Class AAA. So.
Nora was forced to leave the garden. She tried to come down to my office.
And it looks like we have a little change in the parade route. So I'm thinking that this is potentially the Zura Shrine Horse Patrol.
Yep.
Okay. It's a mounted unit founded in 1947, led by Captain Bob Grayton. They've enjoyed performing as ambassadors for the 22 Shrine Children's Hospitals that are located in Canada, Mexico, and the U.S. Zura horsemen are always looking for new riders to enjoy the fun, camaraderie, nobility, and to embody the horseman's motto, which is "We ride so children can walk." Zura horsemen are in Independence, Minnesota. The stables have indoor and outdoor arenas, numerous pastures, and park access for members and non-members to enjoy their equestrian passion. And you can find them on Facebook under Zura Shrine Horsemen. We should also mention quarterly cowboy breakfasts are open to the public, and children eat free, and they can also enjoy tossing a leg over a horse.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Yes.
Yeah, and another opportunity to volunteer for something.
For sure.
So we
What a
talked about
great
that.
organization.
Yeah.
And the kids love seeing the horses.
Yeah, exactly.
And you don't see many horses in Roseville.
No, we do not. No, we don't.
Today's a special day for that.
Yeah. Oh, see the kids petting the horses.
Great
It's
opportunity.
nice they get that chance to do that and they can stop for that.
Yeah. And they're so calm. They're not running up. Well, and the children's hospitals
Gotta
are
run now. He's gotta run to
fantastic.
catch up.
Oh, there we go.
Here we've got,
Oh, let's see here. All right, we've got John Choi. He's our Ramsey County attorney, and he's served as Ramsey County attorney since 2011. He's focused on bringing community and law enforcement together to prevent violence, ensure justice for victims, building trust with our community, and improving the quality of justice for all. He partners with law enforcement, government, and community leaders to reimagine justice by finding better ways to prevent crime, meaningfully hold people accountable, and better serve the victims. So we're glad to have John Choi with us tonight.
yeah, exactly. Here we've got Brimhall Elementary. Here come the students, teachers, and the PTA from Brimhall Elementary. Serving Roseville School District 623. Brimhall is a multicultural community who believes there is more than one way of succeeding and knows that it takes a school-family connection for our children to thrive. They nurture a sense of belonging and create an environment that holds high expectations for all. Their core values are collaborative, growth, joy, equity, and creativity. So that's Brimhall Elementary.
It's a great opportunity for the students and the teachers to get together in the summer, enjoy the parade.
There's the dog.
He's got the best seat. Look at him watching.
Yeah.
How great is that?
if he's at the high school, the gymnastics group, but
It looks like it's the gymnastics club right now.
so we've got the Roseville Gymnastics Club is one of the premier training facilities in the metro area where young athletes build strength, confidence, and lifelong skills. From beginners to competitive gymnastics, our dedicated coaches help every gymnast reach their potential. Join us and experience excellent teamwork and fun. Learn more at rosevillegymnastics.com.
And Lexington's a great road to be flipping on.
Warning, gymnasts could flip at any time. I like that sign.
And from where we are, it's kind of downhill, so they've got easy flips to do right now.
Yeah.
And following behind, we've got Mavericks Restaurant, Mavericks Real Roast Beef, which is located on Lexington Avenue in Roseville. They're family-owned and operated business and have been serving slow-roasted real roast beef sandwiches for almost 25 years. You can check out their menu at the Mavericks website. And a little tidbit, they just purchased the Dairy Queen on Lexington, which is now called Sprinkles.
I know. I can't wait to go. I'm ready for that.
I had a chance today. I got a chocolate malt.
Oh.
It was phenomenal.
I heard it's like twist coin, like soft serve, but real ice cream.
Real ice cream. So your complete meal is here. You get your protein with the sandwich, and then you get your wonderful treat after
in
that.
the parking lot and get the ice cream. So.
Absolutely. And it's so great that they're keeping that going in the community. It's just another wonderful restaurant available to the folks here in Roseville.
The name changed, but the sign looks the same.
Yes. New seating outside.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Next up with our next marching band, which is the KMS Marching Band from Kirkhoven, Murdoch, Sunburg High Schools. This is the third and final Class A band. The KMS Marching Saints represent the towns of Kirkhoven, Murdoch, and Sunburg in west central Minnesota. The KMS Marching Saints perform throughout the state of Minnesota each summer and have earned high praise from judges and spectators alike. The Marching Saints have traveled to Colorado, Washington, D.C., Michigan, Chicago, and Calgary. The Marching Saints have consistently placed in the top 3 in parades. The Marching Saints have also received People's Choice Award in Owatonna and in the Vikingland Band Festival in 2022. The resume includes numerous best wins, outstanding percussion, outstanding color guard, outstanding drum major, and best marching and maneuvering awards for the past 15 years.
They had a great performance. They have 80 members, and people can't see us, Kathy, but we were dancing.
And the twirling of those flags, I'm telling you, I would
It's
be able to do it.
mesmerizing.
Yeah. Okay, right now we've got the Roseville area Fire Bears robotics team. It's part of the first robotics competition. Is now a high school varsity sport. There are around 30 to 50 students on the team each year. The purpose of the robotics competition is to encourage students to pursue careers in science, technology, engineering, and math. The team is sponsored by numerous local organizations such as Horton, the Roseville Area Community Foundation, the Little Canada Recreation Foundation, and Lockheed Martin.
And the Minnesota Robotics Invitational will be held this year in Roseville on September 24th or October 4th. That's going to be open to the public to attend. So
That'd
if you
be
like
cool.
what you see,
Yeah, that'd be great.
all those years of parents saying, don't pull your toys apart.
And now it's turned into something.
That's right. They're creating more and more.
I think that'd be really fun.
It would be. And following after the Fire Bears, we have the Roseville Wrestling, which is one of the fastest growing programs in the community. Last year, over 120 kids participated in the program. The program's goal is to continue to expand boys and girls participation numbers across all grade levels within the Roseville area community. This fall, Roseville Wrestling will be open to boys and girls grades K through 12. The Roseville Wrestling program emphasizes the development of lifelong learning, values, and skills through relationship building and character development. And what I love is that it's not just boys now, it's girls
Yeah.
participating.
And fastest growing sport, that's interesting.
Yeah. They have some of the youngest to-be wrestlers there today.
Here we've got PJ, a local State Farm agency in Roseville, PJ Hangartner State Farm with Emma Frey. They're happy to be a helpful and familiar face in the Roseville community, assisting in all your car, home, and life insurance needs. They are a bronze sponsor of the parade, so they are one of the reasons we are here today, is because
Very
of their
nice.
sponsorship.
Appreciate that. And I think people are appreciating that they're handing out stress balls. You can always use those. Following right behind, we have the brand new Tsunami Express Car Wash, which is happy to provide an exceptional car wash experience to all surrounding Roseville communities. Their top-of-the-line wash technology, free amenities, and friendly service make them a top choice for Minnesota car owners looking for year-round car care for their cars. And we should mention they are a platinum sponsor for Rosefest. And have you brought your car through yet?
I have not, and it needs it, so maybe that'll be next up next week.
I noticed the bugs on the front of my car today, and so I need to get back over there. Their staff is wonderful.
Oh, yeah. I wonder what
Yes.
the amenities are. I'm curious now.
There's vacuuming. You can actually sign up where you get a monthly ticket, so you can go through as many times.
Well, coming right behind Tsunami is Miss Minnesota of 2025. She's our 89th Miss Minnesota, Emma Vries, representing Miss Glacial Waters. Emma was crowned on June 20th, so just last week, at Treasure Island Resort and Casino, and will now serve the state and prepare to compete on the Miss America stage. Emma is a nursing student with a psychology minor at Minnesota State University Moorhead and a float team nursing assistant at Essentia Health. Her community service initiative, which she will promote during her year of service, is Swim with Knowledge, Water Safety. Be sure to watch Emma representing the land of 10,000 lakes at this year's Miss America competition in September.
I don't know if you noticed, but she passed up the Tsunami Express car wash, so they might be on their way now to go get the car washed. Hopefully they'll put the top up before they do that.
Exactly right. That's great.
I've never seen another car pass in a parade.
I don't know.
This is a
They
first.
must have to be on to prepping for Miss America or something.
Maybe. Well, next we have the three bands that are coming up next are all part of Class AA, which again, they are judged together. This is the Sartell High School Marching Band under the direction of band director Dave Loomy, and they're known as the Marching Sabres. They are a vibrant and active group of students who participate in parades and other community performances throughout the year. The Sabres have a long history beginning in 1992 and are known for their enthusiasm and dedication, often performing with over 60 members who regularly win top award and recognition.
And they're being judged against Litchfield and Dassel Cokato.
You want a self-driving car so you don't have to drive?
Very nice job. Following, we have Truestone Financial Credit Union, which has over 20 locations around the Twin Cities. Their purpose is to engage, educate, and inspire their members to achieve lifelong financial well-being. And again, they have candy for the kids, which they always love. Resources for the family and candy.
Yeah. And here we've got Dunkin' Donuts in Roseville. Dunkin' has the world famous baked goods and coffee chain, serving more than 3 million customers each and every day. Taneja Companies owns and operates 5 different Dunkin' stores in the metro area, 2 in Roseville, 1 in Maplewood, St. Paul, and Lino Lakes. The two Roseville stores on Rice Street and Fairview Avenue are owned and operated by a local franchisee who is also a Roseville resident. We like that.
Yes.
Their goal is simple: bring a smile to everyone that comes through their front door or drive-through.
And they truly do, which is wonderful. Their staff's wonderful, and they're very involved in the community.
Yeah, I heard that, and I'm getting hungry again, which is always a problem. I did eat dinner before tonight because I knew this would happen.
Right. Well, it looks like they're handing out coupons, so we might have to stop in afterward.
Yeah, we'll have to get our hands one of those.
Yes. The Sine Yansei Kai Volunteer Japanese Garden Dance Group has participated in the Rosefest Parade for almost 20 years. It was started by first and second generation Japanese Americans and is now continued by third and fourth generations for close to 50 years now. Our current members are multicultural and multi-generational volunteers committed to continuing and fostering the traditions and arts of Japan. The group practices in Roseville and performs annually at the Como Park Oban Festival, other festivals, and they've also performed in California, Hawaii, and Japan, and they're always welcoming new groups.
All right. Here we've got the Twin Cities Metro Pipe Band. Twin Cities Metro Pipe Band is dedicated to teaching traditional Scottish bagpipe and drum music as well as Scottish history and culture. This all-volunteer group from the Minneapolis-St. Paul area of Minnesota plays at a variety of events around the Midwest, including Highland Games Pipe Band Company.
And following, we have the Roseville Area Fast Pitch, which is a nonprofit organization dedicated to providing an opportunity for athletes up to age 18 years old to compete in the softball field. RAF is organized and administered by an all-volunteer board of directors who each share a common mission to provide an opportunity for athletes to participate in competitive organized softball programs. RAF serves Roseville, Canada, Little Canada, Falcon Heights, and Lauderdale. And we should mention registration is now open if there's any students or kids out there interested.
Something else to be involved in.
Yes.
So many ideas. Okay, coming up now, we're going to have our second class AA band in the competition. It's the Litchfield Marching Band. The Litchfield Marching Dragons. I guess, wait a minute. I just looked up and I found out that difference class A, AA, or AAA is based on the school enrollment.
Yes,
not the size
not
of
the
the
size
groups,
of
but
the
size of the school.
band.
It's
Very
based
nice.
on school, so
good to know.
yeah. The Litchfield Marching Dragons, proudly representing Litchfield, Minnesota, are a 120-member ensemble built on more than 65 years of tradition, community, spirit, and musical excellence. Known for their vibrant performances and dedication, the Marching Dragons have competed across Minnesota, the U.S., and Canada, receiving multiple People's Choice and Caption Awards, as well as various first place and grand champion honors. This season, the Dragons invite you into the musical world of Happily Ever After, an imaginative show composed by Gary P. Gilroy, twisting through familiar fairy tale worlds with a splash of drama, charm, and surprise. The show challenges audience to ask, will our favorite characters find their happily ever after, or something entirely unexpected? With head director Bailey Benoit, I knew I'd say that, Benoit. The band works with a creative team, including assistant director Tasha Cole, colored guard assistant Zach Olson and Remington Zeppelin, drumline assistant Jeremy Kargas, and visual drill writer Kelly Taylor. This year's drum majors are Brooke Karan and Joshua Bloomberg. So with 120 members, they are the largest in this class. They're being judged against Sartell, who we just saw, and then next up will be Dassel Coqueto.
Well, Kathy, as you're finishing up, we had a lot of family members that were right near us. It was so much fun watching the kids get excited.
Yeah. And how intently they're watching. The parents are watching.
Yes.
And following that, we've got the Democrat Farmer Labor Party, Senate District 40, representing Roseville residents at the local and state level, and also representing the cities of New Brighton, Shoreview, Arden Hills, and Moundsview. They work to educate the public about elections, registering to vote, informing communities about people running for elected office, and helping to endorse candidates get elected. And let's see, I see Senator John Marty is out there, jogging,
with a
waving.
sign pointing at him. That's great. That's clever.
And there is also Mary Jo McGuire, looking for re-election.
There's Mary Jo on the screen.
There she is.
And right behind her is David Gottfried.
I gotta say hi to her. Good to see you. Okay. Thanks, Roseville.
There
What a
she
great
is.
parade. Best ever.
And we also have Boat Betty. And next we have New Horizon Academy Roseville that has been serving local families since 1989. Their learning programs include infants, toddlers, preschool, and pre-kindergarten, and focus on character development, STEM, literacy, motor skills, and more. To learn more or schedule a tour today, they can't wait to meet your family. Check out New Horizon Academy. And we're grateful for these educational facilities and academies and schools that are
All the
helping
different
our
ones
kids.
we have in Roseville, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is fun when the kids get to be in the parade. Then.
Oh, for sure. Making memories.
Do you see any grand marshals in that group? Future grand marshals?
There could be. Absolutely.
Oh, there's a float coming. What's your favorite part?
Oh, they're giving out Frisbees.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Oh, and candy.
You have your Frisbee to hold the candy. Well, Frisbees are a great exercise, too.
Oh, bracelets. It looks like bracelets.
Oh, bracelets. Very nice. They've got a plethora of items.
Yeah.
And following behind, we have the St. Paul Winter Carnival. It's the country's oldest international festival, and it's actually older than the Pasadena Tournament of Roses. And it's been making a mockery of winter for over 130 years.
I love that.
I do too. It started when a newspaper reporter from New York visited St. Paul in January, we all know how January is, and published that it was, quote, unfit for human habitation, unquote. Yes.
Ha!
So, undaunted, St. Paul businessmen decided to create a winter festival to celebrate the cold, and they've never looked back. And today we've got the 2025 royal family, led by King Boreas, Aurora, Queen of the Snows, and Prime Minister, along with the brothers of Boreas, who are Titan, Euros, Zephyrs, and Nodos. Each brother is accompanied by a lovely princess, and we also have Klondike cake. And again, that celebration happens in January. There's Klondike Kate.
They are having fun.
They are
having
having
a great
fun.
time.
For sure.
Fun fact, my sister-in-law was a Winter Carnival princess of the
Really?
East Wind.
The East Wind.
Yes,
All
East
right.
Wind.
Very nice.
got King of Kings Lutheran Church and School. They're both located off Dale on Highway 36. Participants in this year's parade are members of both the church and the school. For over 60 years, they've been teaching students in preschool through 8th grade in a vibrant Christian environment. The church offers services on Sunday at both 8:30 and 11 a.m.
And I don't know if they'll pan back, but I think I remember that very cool camping tent on top of that vehicle.
Oh, yeah?
Looks like the kids are having fun riding up there.
That would be really fun. I couldn't get up there, but it'd be really fun if I could.
And all the participants, if I remember right, you can see the participants on NineNorth. If there's anyone that you're interested in finding out more, we can get that information to people right through the city of Roseville. I'm sure with Do Good Roseville, you have a lot of contacts through there for volunteering.
And visit Roseville,
And
for
visit
sure.
Roseville, yes.
You know everything and everyone that's happening
A lot of the food places are my favorite. But seriously, if you want to be involved, there's something for everyone here in Roseville.
I mean, who would have thought coming here that you could find an opportunity to ride a horse?
Right?
To just see a horse, but otherwise be involved and ride a horse. All kinds of things. So
Yeah.
it's really fun. That's one of the things I love about this is it kind of gives you ideas of possibilities.
Yeah, and it fits what you're interested in, which is really great.
Yep.
Well, we've got a little time before Dazzle Coqueto gets to us. But again, just a reminder, as you're watching the parades, the judges' criteria includes visual appeal, creativity, audience response, overall presentation. And the Dazzle Coqueto Marching Band is under the direction of Anson Hanna and is proud to present their production, Purple Rain, featuring Raspberry Beret, Controversy, Purple Rain, and When Doves Cry by Prince. It is a bold retelling of the pursuit and overthrowing of royalty using the iconic music of Prince. The show utilizes Prince's electrifying energy and emotional depth to portray the journey, while the show title's double meaning perfectly aligns with Prince's artistry.
the looks on their faces so serious with the music, right?
Right. They really, well, they know it's important. They're winning awards here.
Absolutely.
And that was the third of the Class AA bands. So coming up now, we've got the Minnesota Renaissance Festival. It opens on August 16th and runs through September 28th. God, I can't believe it's almost that time again.
Yes.
Minnesota Renaissance Festival offers an immersive experience in King Henry's 16th century European villages with infamous turkey legs,
Yes.
those, exciting entertainment, shops, and more. Huzzah to Minnesota's family tradition fit for royalty. The festival's been around for 54 years.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Just entertaining.
Yep.
We know a lot of people that dress up
Yeah.
when they go.
It's always such a, to be out in the fall as weather starts cooling off. It's nice to be an event to be outside for.
Absolutely. Oh, and she has a snake with her. There, you were talking about an opportunity to see horses. Now we have real live snakes.
She doesn't need to come here.
Have you ever touched one up close?
I have.
Kind of interesting.
Yeah,
And not
yeah.
what you think, which is very cool.
And I'm sure she's got it well under control. But
Oh, yes.
it's the type of thing I would do in a dare. Like,
Right.
oh, you won't touch it?
Right.
Oh, well, then I will. But
Exactly.
Well, and following that, we've got Roseville Area Youth Hockey Association, which is a nonprofit youth hockey association serving Roseville and Independent School District 623. They provide programs to teach and promote amateur youth hockey in a fun, healthy, educational environment for all participants. Roseville Area Youth Hockey strives to develop individual and team skills, knowledge of the game, loyalty, responsibility, sportsmanship, and a positive culture which teaches life lessons. How you can get your child involved? All you have to do is go to rosevillehockey.org. And most of the kids are on wheels, which is really kind of fun for them. And that's another sport where the girls are so involved now. It's great to see both guys and gals involved.
So what have we seen so far? We've seen gymnastics,
Yep.
wrestling,
Softball,
softball, hockey.
hockey.
Okay, here we've got Michelle Morse-Wentz is a teacher, parent, and Roseville citizen running for Roseville School Board in 2025. So this is our first time seeing Michelle. And she has a lot of people with her.
She does. And it's great to have people involved with the school board.
Yeah, it is. So important.
Following right behind Michelle, we have Hatha Cleveland, and she's a candidate for Roseville Area School Board also. Cleveland is committed to ensuring every student receives a high-quality education, advocating for inclusive and equitable classrooms, and supporting all students' mental health and well-being.
You ever suggest this for everyone when they have candidates? What they did for John Marty, having someone follow around with a sign pointing to the candidates.
To him.
Yeah, so we know who it is in the,
Exactly.
in the group. So
It's fun and comical at the same time,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
learn exactly who they are.
you know, but when they have such a large group marching with them, to know who the actual candidate is.
Okay. We've got a beautiful blue vehicle. I'm trying to tell if maybe... Huh.
I wonder if someone just got in the parade.
It could be. There's no sign. They're happy to be here.
They are not going to win an award because they have not identified themselves, and that is one of the criteria
That's
for unit
true.
awards.
Well, and you know what? He does have a cowboy hat on. So maybe he's with the horsemen,
We'll guess.
possibly. And I just saw, you can see on the screen, Kathy's in the yellow shirt. She's part of the Roseville Rotary Club.
Okay.
And they're here, they're supporting the Roseville community since 1970. The Rotarians are participating today in promoting this Thursday's Taste of Rosefest, which is celebrating its 17 years as part of Rosefest. The grant program provides needed financial support to local organizations, and the group raises funds annually to perpetrate and sustain different community projects like Shop with a Cop, Miles for Smiles, Book Buddies, tree planting, and more. Each year, the Rotary Club of Roseville recognizes the exceptional teachers, police officers, firefighters, and civic leaders for their valuable service in our community. Rotary Youth Leadership Awards, which is RYLA, is an intensive training program that brings together high school seniors for further development of character and leadership skills. You can find out more of supporting the Roseville Rotary at rosevillerotary.com. And again, we have another great band coming up.
Yeah.
The next band is part of the Class AAA, and they will be judged together with the following two bands. So this is the 728 Cadets Marching Arts, which was established in 2008, providing a marching arts experience for students representing Rogers, Elk River, and Zimmerman. We'll stop here and let you listen for a while. Cadets Marching Band is led by director Shannon Curtis and Joe Yeager. They've been successful on a local and national scale, winning many grand championship awards. This summer, the cadets will attend the biggest competitions of the season, which include the Harry Wenger Marching Band Festival, Lake Waconia Band Festival, and Vikingland Band Festival, along with other judge community parades, including the Rose Parade. The Cadets organization strives to make a difference in kids' lives and is proud to have a positive impact on marching arts since that can last a lifetime. Please enjoy their music, and I figured out where the blue vehicle with the cowboy came from.
Where?
He's leading the band.
Oh.
Yes, and here comes their marching truck with their trailer. But yes, we did not know that, but the man in the vehicle was part of the band.
Because of that outlaw there?
They had the outlaw hats.
Oh,
yes,
you are smart. Okay, here we've got this is fun, new one, Hijinks Stilts. It's a collective of female and non-binary artists exploring the ancient and universal art of stilt walking. For over 25 years, they've created spectacular original performances at community festivals, celebrations, and parades that share the worldwide ancient art of stilt walking. For more information on them at hijinks-stilts.com. Well, that's fun. This is the first time for them that they've been in the parade.
Very cool. And amazing to keep the balance.
Yeah.
Oh. I bet a gust of wind could be very difficult to deal with.
Yeah.
We have the Republican Senate District 40. Our local Republican neighbors express their appreciation for those who served America with a display of flags from the armed services. We thank them for that. And there's the flags.
Okay.
Very nice.
Great display of them. Here we've got...
Oh, here we are, the Roseville Figure Skating Club. The Roseville Figure Skating Club has been active for 40 years, and they have over 50 skaters who compete in local and regional competitions. You could cheer on our scooters during the annual ice show that's held in April, or at the Roseville competition in May. Both of those are held at the Roseville Skating Center. And whether they're on ice or on pavement, they've got the dance moves.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. I've never gone to those competitions. It'd be fun to see it.
Oh, for sure. It's amazing watching them, and at such a young age, picking that sport up.
Yep.
Yes. They're probably not used to this warmer weather. They're used to being inside where it's nice and cool.
They've got the moves for sure.
Yes. Well, so many times the skaters are specific to that sport, but there's a lot of gymnastics going on, so it kind of makes me wonder if some of them are also involved with that.
Might be. They're just, yeah. Next up, we've got, in a moment, we will have the Bemidji Marching Band. They're the second band in Class AAA that's performing here tonight. I can wait a second, but since 1939, marching bands have been a major part of the Bemidji High School music program. 3 long-term directors, Earl Kems, Terry Bradley, and Derek Wickham, have played key roles in developing the marching band program that has represented the school and community at home, across the state, from coast to coast, and in Canada. In 2024, the band placed second at Benson and Buffalo parades. This year's program, Imaginarium, is led by director Derek Wickham, assistant Maddie Schute, drumline Eric Sundin, color guard Tyra Graham, and drum majors Elizabeth Buxton and Braden Doherty. They have 80 members, and they're being judged against the 728 cassettes that we've seen and the Buffalo, which is coming up. They have come twice as far as anyone else. They're coming all the way from
Yes.
Bemidji, over 200 miles away, so they traveled.
Very nice. It's great to see them here.
And I'm assuming they go back home tonight, so
They
it'll be a
probably
late
do.
night for them.
And if not, we have 12 wonderful hotels in Roseville that can accommodate all your guest room needs.
Spoken as a true Visit Roseville person.
Representative, that's
representative,
right.
that's the word I was looking
There
for.
we go.
It's the power
Let's check out the...
to create anything. Can't to be anything. What's in your imagination? Your imagination can take you anywhere. Be careful. Your imagination can play tricks on you. Here, there be monsters.
Very nice.
Right.
Kathy, you had mentioned they come from Bemidji, 223 miles
Yeah.
for Roseville for the parade.
It sounds like, a lot of these bands have been traveling lots of places. Some have gone to competitions in Canada and all over the U.S., so
Yeah.
pretty impressive.
And it was mentioned earlier, the Harry Wenger Marching Band Festival, that's held in Owatonna, Minnesota.
And there's also the Lake Waconia Band Festival and the Vikingland Band Festival, and that's in Alexandria, Minnesota.
Okay, next up we've got the Roseville Area Youth Lacrosse Association, which offers a supportive and inclusive environment for players of all skill levels, helping them grow through coaching, competition, and community. Their goal is to inspire sportsmanship, building lasting friendships, and equip the next generation of lacrosse players with the skills they need to succeed. RAYLA Youth Lacrosse Programs welcomes players aged 5 through 14. Learn more on how to get involved at rosevillalacrosse.org. Have you seen a lacrosse game?
I have not yet.
I have. It was really fun.
I need to get to one. My cousin has kids that play that, so I'm sure that they play versus Roseville, so I'll have to check out the schedule and see that.
That'd be fun.
For sure. And again, a sport for all ages, as we see.
Got a big group there.
They do. And now we have the North Star Bus Lines American Student Transportation. It's a family-owned business for over 50 years. Their goal is to provide you with reliable, timely, and safe bus service. They're not like a large corporation. Their job goes far beyond just getting you from point A to point B. They want you to feel at home and welcome during your bus ride. At North Star, family comes first, and our drivers are family. They're always on the lookout for local superheroes ready to safely shuttle students to and from school. And you can learn more about how you can be a superhero at northstarbuslines.com.
Here we've got the Midwest Youth Dance Theater. They have held dance classes in Roseville area for 31 years. They are serving dancers from ages 3 through adults. They offer dance training for all levels and ages, from classes just for fun to preparation for college training. Learn more at mydtdance.com or midwestyouthdance.theater.com.
Well, and it's great that it's also available for adults.
Yeah, I'm going to see you signing up for that.
You know, we've actually talked about it. My husband and I talked about
Really?
it. Yeah.
Taking dance?
It would be kind of fun to see. You know, we'll have to check out the schedule of what type of dance they're offering.
Well, I'll ask for an update next year at the parade. We're going to remember that for you.
I will give you an update.
And here we've got the Roseville Area Youth Football, which is a youth football organization serving youth in grades K through 8 in communities including Roseville, Maplewood, and Little Canada. Roseville Area Youth Football offers youth football in several options, including flag, tackle bar, and tackle programs. So something for everybody.
Absolutely. My skill level would be the flag football.
Yeah, for sure.
When a lot of these sports are practicing even during the summertime, you know, getting ready for fall. There's a lot of summer camps that are going on.
You have to keep it up.
Strength conditioning, eating well, getting your sleep.
All part of it.
Stress balls also. How great is that? And right behind the Raiders getting ready, we have the last marching band of the parade in the third class AAA band. We've got the Buffalo Marching Band that'll be coming up. Oh, we're getting a groove shot.
Let's go Raiders! Let's go Raiders! Let's go Raiders!
Make sure you go.
And the one kid just did it with his stress ball.
His stress ball. He's not stressed. Make sure you check out their schedule and go watch the games. They're fun.
Yeah.
All right, and as we mentioned, we have the Buffalo Marching Band, otherwise known as the Herd, from Buffalo High School. They're celebrating their 38th year, and it's led by band director Brian Veith. The band is made up of students from Buffalo, Hanover, and Montrose and is presenting the Heart of Buffalo music from the heart and voice. Throughout its existence, the band has prided itself on a positive approach to competition in the marching arts. The students work hard, enjoying each other's company, performing as well as they can, and appreciate the efforts and accomplishments of competitors from other schools. More than anything, members of the herd are marching band fans that believe that their participation helps to develop essential skills found in well-rounded young adults. The herd has performed in many cities in Minnesota and Wisconsin, as well as 11 other states, and in Alberta and Quebec, Canada. In addition to marching band, Buffalo High School has 160 band musicians performing in 3 concert bands, 3 jazz ensembles, pep band, symphony orchestra, winter drum line, and an extensive chamber music program.
Wow.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of these 100 plus members participate in those multiple areas.
Yeah, exactly. That's how we do. That's a very musical town. School district in town.
And again, that was the Buffalo Marching Band. Buffalo is 46 miles west of the Twin Cities area.
And our last marching band of the night.
That's right.
Here we've got coming up the Como Park Zoo and Conservatory, the Tiger Van. The Tiger Van is a mobile education vehicle that travels the state bringing educational program from the Como Zoo and Conservatory. The Como Zoo and Conservatory is open, free, and open every day of the year.
One of my favorite places.
Yeah.
And Kathy, did you see the video earlier this year where they had the Tiger van and they used the Minnesota accent?
No, I haven't seen that.
Tiger van. Okay, so any of you look up on YouTube about the Minnesota or the Como Zoo Tiger van. It's the most adorable video ever.
Is it all about the animals and things, or?
Well, it was about the vehicle.
Okay.
But, you know, they had brand new tigers at that time. It was a riff on another video that came out about a vehicle. It's a lot of fun. Just like
I'll
the
look that up when I
Comazoo
get home.
Conservatory.
Yeah.
Wonderful place to go for picnics and seeing the animals.
And I can't believe how close it is.
Yes.
I mean, we are so lucky.
We are very much lucky on that.
What are we, perfectly positioned?
We are perfectly positioned. I was hoping that maybe they would have the baby tigers in the van, but that might be a liability.
Well, they might be in there. We just can't see them.
That's right. We do have a giraffe driving. We can see that she's got
And a
giraffe.
bear walking.
Yes.
So.
Following that, we have Universal Truck, which is a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years in the diesel industry. Universal has grown from a 2-car garage to 2-location diesel shops with over 20 bays. Universal Truck is ready to handle all of your heavy-duty needs: truck service and repair, trailer and tank repair, a large parts department to support any piece of equipment you may have, and a sales department ready to get you on the road. Universal Truck strives to bring quality service, affordability, and community involvement with all the family-owned feel. They truly are your one-stop shop for all your diesel needs. It looks like they're having a great time. And we'll mention Universal Truck is a parade in-kind sponsor. I think the family-owned business has a lot of family members
I
on
would
there.
say so.
Very creative. Remember, there's the awards going out.
That's the closest thing looking to a float that we've seen.
Yeah.
I mean, that is good.
Oh, and they're handing out popsicle
All
flavor
right.
sticks.
We'll need this when we're done.
Yes, delicious. Flavor ice, one of my favorites.
Yeah. Okay. Here we've got
Following up, we have Blaze Credit Union, which is a proud community sponsor of the Rose Parade. Representing Blaze today is Archie, the 1952 Ford pickup, and your local branch staff. With 28 branch locations, Blaze is here to help you along your road of life, encouraging you to go for it. Visit blazecu.com or stop by the Roseville North or South Branch to learn more. And if you can't find them, just follow the horns.
Okay, here we've got Elite Towing of Minnesota. They have years of experience serving clients in the Twin Cities area. They are proud to offer towing and recovery that keeps clients satisfied. At Elite Towing of Minnesota, they know how important it is for drivers to be efficient, reliable, and responsive. If you need a tow, call the 24/7 dispatch number to get help from a tow operator in no time at all. It's kind of fun. One of the things I really like about the parade is finding about these companies that exist that you wouldn't know about otherwise,
Right. Well, and you know what? It probably wouldn't hurt to have their numbers in your cell phone.
Yeah, exactly. Another one of those, you hope you don't need it, but
Absolutely.
good to have. Good to know they're there if you need them.
And really, when you think about it, sometimes when things happen and you make that phone call, they're calm.
Yeah.
They deal with this all the time.
Yes, yeah.
They can keep you calm,
Yep.
take care of business. Oh, and here's one of my favorites. We've got Pizza Luce.
They feature some of the best selection of vegan, gluten-free, and vegetarian options in the Twin Cities and Duluth. Pizza Luce's entire menu is available for pickup and delivery, but there's no better place to spend a day than on the afternoon than on their patio. I can taste that now.
For a minute, I thought I was smelling pizza even.
I thought so too.
Did you?
I thought so too.
Maybe they're handing out slices. Well, I have to check, but I think during the lunch hour, it's been a while since I've done that, but I think you can go and buy pizza by the slice also.
Well, they do have breakfast. I've had breakfast there, which is really yummy.
And there's salads. If you're not into pizza, fabulous salads also.
And didn't Visit Roseville just have a list of what number of patios where you can eat outside?
We did. We
We
just had a list on our website.
Yep, I'm going to use that list this summer.
Next, we have the North Hudson Pepperfest royalty. The North Hudson Pepper Festival is the little village celebration with big Italian flavor. Pepperfest celebrates its strong Italian heritage with a 3-day festival including homemade Italian food, a grand day parade, eating contests, nightly bands, bingo, and more. In 1954, the festival began with a mission to raise money to build an elementary school, and today, Pepperfest gives back its earnings to local community organizations. The North Hudson Pepperfest will be held this year, August 15th through the 17th, and the Pepperfest royalty hope to see you there. We've got King Tyler Erdl, Queen Natalie Ramthun, Princess Lalia Ford, Princess Ruby Prince, Princess Tori Manikowski.
That's a proper plug.
Absolutely. Beautiful.
Here we've got the Roseville Youth Basketball Association. Roseville Youth Basketball Association serves 600 families each year. They offer programs in K through 8. This past year, the association had 2 state championships on their traveling teams, 5th grade girls and 7th grade boys. Want to register? Visit them at rosevillehoops.org. Wow, champions in their
champions, 5th and 7th grade. That's awesome.
Perhaps a grand marshal in the future.
There could be. And again, they're shooting hoops on the back of their float.
There it is.
And dribbling,
Work it. There it is.
showing their skills.
Trying to steal the ball. There they are playing hoops. And next we have the team from Blue Ox Heating and Air. Meet the team, proudly serving Minnesota with legendary comfort for over 20 years. From heating and cooling to duct cleaning and air quality, Blue Ox has you covered year-round. Look for the big blue truck, and remember, when your home needs help, trust the service as legendary as Paul Bunyan's sidekick Babe. Visit goblueox.com. And I know I hear that jingle on the radio and TV.
Oh, yeah? Yep.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, now it'll be in my head tonight.
Yep.
Okay, here we've got Premier Bank. Founded in 1974, Premier Bank set up shop in a trailer on the corner of Beam and White Bear Avenue in Maplewood, Minnesota. Family owned and operated, Premier Bank is celebrating 50 years of serving local businesses, churches, nonprofit organizations, and school districts. 50 years of Premier partnerships have not only fueled investment in local business, but has also afforded the privilege of giving back to the communities where we live, work, and play. So they do sponsor different events and things throughout the community.
Very nice. And the last guest we have, last but not least, that's right, we have Bricks and Minifigs of Roseville.
They buy, sell, and trade all things Lego, and the store is located on Lexington and Larpenteur. Come see the thousands of minifigs, hundreds of used sets, and tons of bulk to create your own new favorite build or find the missing piece you've been looking for a long time. We've had that happen. They have a birthday party room along with weekly events for kids and adults. You can learn more at bricksandminifigs.com/Roseville-MN.
All right. I wonder, did they bring their Legos with them, I wonder?
I don't know.
When you go into the store, they have huge bins.
Yes.
Bins full of all different pieces. It's amazing. Well, it's hard to believe the parade is over again.
I know.
Oh, well,
it goes by so quick. I mean,
Right.
we're having such a great time.
It was a great parade. And again, call out for the weather, call out to the candy, call out to all of those things.
Love it.
I was most impressed with, as I was thinking about the parade, I kind of went through the list
Yes.
of all the ways in which one can volunteer.
Oh, perfect.
Not including sports.
Yes.
You can be involved with the city of Roseville, both in the police department, the fire department, and as a commissioner. Also, you can run for council. You can be in the Roseville Community Van, Roseville Playhouse, Friends of Roseville Parks, Roseville Area Scout Troops, Zara Schwein Hearst Patrol, Sansai Yansi Kai Dance Group, Twin Cities Metro Pipe Band, the Rotary Club, Midwest Youth Dance, and the Como Park Zoo and Conservatory. So really, if you look through the city in our area, there are so many opportunities for anyone who wants to get involved.
There are
opportunities. And that's not including all the sports we talked
No,
about.
and whether it's a hobby that you have or something new that you're looking to get involved with, or you're looking for new people to meet, it's a great way to meet more people and get to know your neighbors and the community itself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we should talk about all the things that are upcoming in the rest of the week with Rosefest.
Yes. We're going to go back to our list so we can cover some of those items for you.
So starting tomorrow, we've got the Touch a Truck and the Kids Garage Sale. And almost most things are in Central Park or around close to Central Park, is what
Yes.
I've seen. And tomorrow also starts the Gold Rose Medallion Hunt. So
Yes.
the first clue comes out tomorrow, and then 10 o'clock every day after that until someone finds it.
And you can look on Facebook, you can go to the Park and Rec website, and all of the clues are going to be listed there. There's wonderful prizes included with that. I think the package is like $1,200.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, look
Worth
for
it.
those clues.
Worth it. We've got the Superhero Carnival, which we talked about a little bit earlier, on Wednesday. Thursday is Taste of Rosefest and the Arts Garden Community Theater, which is performing Shrek the Musical at the amphitheater here.
That'll be great.
And what else are you looking forward to then after that?
Well, you know what? When you mentioned Shrek, I've got to check that out because Donkey in the show is my favorite.
Oh,
so
yeah?
we'll have to see if he makes an appearance.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Flex Disc Golf Tournament is on Friday, and for anyone who's looking for some fun, that's a great way to get involved and get some exercise and check out our wonderful parks. There's also a pickleball tournament, and you can register when you look at the Park and Rec website. That's going to be at Evergreen Park. So if you're looking for some great exercise and ways to meet others that love what you do, check that out.
And if you're a golfer, Nine and Dine.
Yes.
Another thing. So 3 sports events. And a free family skate are all available on Friday. But if you're not into the sports events, you can go to Music on the Patio.
I think that might be a
at
thing
Cedar
to
Home
check
Golf
out.
Course. Yeah. So
Definitely. Well, in the Cedar Home Community Building, it's more than just golf. They've got activities happening all the time, and that's a perfect example of one of them that comes up.
yeah, nice to see that.
Yep.
Saturday, we've got a big day on Saturday, which will be Run for the Roses, starting at 8 a.m. We've got the Porsche Car Show, which my husband always asks about. He will always show up there.
That's the one that I sent a text out.
Okay.
Yep. Had to make sure somebody
Yeah.
knew about that one.
There's a tennis tournament and family activities for amateur tennis players.
And we also have the Rosefest Golf Tournament. That's a 10 a.m. shotgun start. 9 holes.
Right.
Piece
and
of
then
cake.
And then we mentioned before, Party in the Park, which is Saturday from 3 to 8 right here at Central Park. They'll have inflatables, face painters, food trucks, a lot going on.
Yeah.
And then finishing up at 10 o'clock with the fireworks right here in the park. So again, it's the end of Rosefest, not on 4th of July, but the end of Rosefest is when the fireworks are.
Yes.
So there is a lot going on this week.
And we should mention, we do have also for Sunday, there's the Arts Garden Community Theater, and they will present Shrek the Musical. So if you didn't catch it earlier in the week, you can catch it on Sunday.
Perfect. Good to know. Good to catch
Yeah.
that. Rosefest and the parade, we have to end our talking here with the Rosefest and the parade would not be possible without local support.
Right.
Thanks so much to our Rosefest festivals, including McGough, Tsunami Express Car Wash, the Epilepsy Group of Minnesota, Genesis Credit Union, PJ Hangartner State Farm, Monarch Healthcare Management, Blaze Credit Union, Mueller Bees Funeral Home, Roseville VFW, and Universal Truck, many who we saw in the parade tonight.
Yes.
So thank you for that.
Thank you. This couldn't happen without those
Sponsors.
supporters, so we're very happy to have them as sponsors.
And if you're encouraged by that idea and you have a business, you can be a sponsor next year.
Yes. And actually, I think they start talking about the lineup for next year already. So
Yes.
keep it in mind. And again, there's awards for your floats this year. So it'll be fun to see who wins.
What the results were of that.
Yeah,
how that
for
worked.
sure.
People were walking among the crowd.
Checking everything out?
Making the decisions on that. So that will be fun to find out.
I didn't see them. I'll have to
Yeah.
watch for that.
I think they were incognito, so you wouldn't
Oh, all right.
know. Yeah.
That makes total sense.
Yeah. So
Very
something to
good.
follow up on.
Great. Well, this concludes the coverage of the Rose Parade as part of Rosefest 2025 here in Roseville. NineNorth, we'd like to thank the staff. They did a wonderful job. They're shaking their head right now. They're doing a great job. We appreciate everything that they do.
The script, everything they gave us.
Oh my gosh.
They provided that to us, so we knew everything that was happening
Right.
and keeping us informed. So again, amazing coverage for this event and for everything else that they do in the community.
Oh, for sure. Make sure you check out NineNorth.com or the channels again. I think it was 15 and 589. So check that out, and we hope to see you next year.
Yep.
Thank you.